Long before churches and carols shaped the Norwegian winter, there was Yule, a festival older than written record, celebrated by Vikings, farmers, and coastal communities. It was a season of fire, feasting, and reverence for the cycles of nature, where survival and spirituality intertwined with ritual and myth. Yule fell on the winter solstice, the darkest time of year. The nights were long, the cold biting, and the days barely longer than shadows. To the ancient Norse, this darkness was not mere absence, but a threshold. It was a time to honor ancestors, appease spirits, and invoke the return of the sun. Fires blazed in long halls and open spaces, illuminating feasts that included roasted meats, bread, and ale. These were not merely meals, they were acts of devotion, offerings to gods and spirits, ensuring the continuity of life and community. Central to Yule was the sacred log, known today as the Yule log. A massive piece of timber, chosen with care, would be burned throughout the 12 days of the festival. Sparks and embers were seen as blessings, each one a connection between the mortal world and the divine, between human hope and cosmic order. Families would save a portion of the ashes to protect their homes from misfortune, a custom that echoes in modern practices, even if only symbolically. With the arrival of Christianity in Norway, Yule evolved into Jul, blending pagan ritual with Christian theology. The celebration of Christ's birth was integrated into existing traditions rather than replacing them outright. Fires remained, food remained, and many folk practices persisted under new religious interpretation. The 12-day Yule festival became a Christmas season, and the ritual focus shifted from gods of fertility to the nativity, while maintaining the essential celebration of light and life. Some traditions were reinterpreted creatively. The Yule goat, or Jelbæk, once a symbol of fertility and harvest sacrifice, transformed into a mischievous figure, visiting homes to reward or play tricks, much like the NIS. Families would dress in straw costumes, going from house to house, singing songs and offering blessings, a practice that continues in some regions today, especially in rural communities. The integration of Christianity did not erase older customs, but layered them, creating a rich cultural tapestry. Candlelit windows, the hanging of evergreen boughs, and feasts during the 12 days of Jul all reflect this blending. Each practice carries echoes of centuries-old rituals, a dialogue between past and present, survival and celebration, pagan and Christian. The importance of community cannot be overstated. Villagers would gather in longhouses or town halls, sharing food, drink, and stories. These gatherings reinforced social bonds, preserved local lore, and reminded participants of their place within both human and cosmic order. Even in isolated fjords, communities found ways to mark the season, ensuring that no one faced the long nights entirely alone. Today, Norwegian Jul is a living legacy of this past. While modern homes feature trees, gifts, and imported traditions, the underlying structure is centuries old. Candles, fires, and feasts echo Viking halls. Legends of Nisser and Julbak carry the wisdom of ancestors. The celebration of light against darkness retains the spiritual resonance of the solstice. Norwegian Jul, then, is more than Christmas. It is a continuity of human spirit, a festival that survived the transition from pagan to Christian, from survival to celebration, from necessity to ritual. It is a reminder that even in the longest, darkest winter, humanity finds ways to honor life, nurture community, and kindle hope. In every candlelit window, in every snow-dusted roof, in every family gathering, the ancient magic of Yule persists. It is the heartbeat of Jul, light, warmth, and wonder in the northern darkness. In Norway, winter is a season of long shadows and short days, where darkness stretches over mountains and fjords for hours on end. In these months, light becomes sacred, not just practical, but symbolic, a reminder of life, hope, and continuity. Central to this illumination is the celebration of Saint Lucia, a tradition that blends Christianity, folklore, and the human need for warmth and radiance. Observed on December 13th, St. Lucia's Day marks a prelude to Jul, a festival of light to ward off the oppressive gloom. The legend tells of Lucia of Syracuse, a young Christian martyr who brought food to persecuted Christians hidden in catacombs, using a wreath of candles on her head to light her way. Her story traveled north and merged with Nordic traditions, creating a uniquely Norwegian ritual. In homes and schools across the country, young girls are chosen to be the Lucia, wearing long white gowns, red sashes, and a crown of candles. She leads a procession of children singing traditional songs, carrying candles, and bringing warmth into dark halls. The procession symbolizes the triumph of light over darkness, a tangible reminder of hope during the coldest, darkest season of the year. Candles in St. Lucia celebrations are not mere decoration. Each flame carries meaning. It is a guide through winter's gloom, a symbol of protection, and a representation of the human capacity to bring light where it is most needed. Families place candles on windowsills, not only to honor the saint, but also to invite goodwill. Echoing the centuries-old practice of lighting Yule fires to safeguard homes and livestock, the festival is especially meaningful for children. They learn the songs and rituals early, internalizing a sense of community, responsibility, and continuity. It is a way to feel connected to both their ancestors and the wider world, reminding them that even the smallest light can illuminate vast darkness. Food plays a supporting role in the ritual. Lucia buns, sweet rolls flavored with saffron, are baked and shared, often accompanied by coffee or warm drinks. These buns, golden like candlelight, are a delicious symbol of the season, bridging sensory experience with spiritual and cultural significance. Beyond the domestic sphere, St. Lucia's Day extends into public life. Churches hold candlelit services, towns organize parades, and workplaces may hold small celebrations to honor the festival. In every instance, the emphasis remains the same: light, warmth, and shared human presence. The influence of St. Lucia extends into the broader celebration of Jul itself. Candles remain central throughout the season, illuminating the long nights and creating spaces for reflection, connection, and celebration. From the glow in windows to the twinkle on trees, light transforms winter into a season of magic and reassurance. In Norway, the darkness is not feared, it is acknowledged. And through St. Lucia and Jul, people respond with ritual, community, and illumination. The festival teaches that light is not only a physical necessity, but a spiritual and emotional balm, a way to carry hope forward, across generations, through long nights and bitter cold. Here, in candlelit schools, snowy streets, and quiet homes, the magic of Jul is born. It is born in the eyes of children leading the procession, in the glow of each flame, in the golden swirl of saffron buns, and it endures like the northern lights, a shimmering proof that even in the darkest time, humanity can create its own brilliance. Norwegian Jul is a season alive with imagination and myth. Beyond candles and carols, the winter landscape teems with stories of trolls, nisser, and unseen spirits, creatures that inhabit forests, mountains, and even the quiet corners of the household. These beings are neither purely malevolent nor entirely benevolent. They are reminders of nature, community, and respect for tradition. The most familiar of these is the Enna, a small gnome-like figure often described with a red cap, long beard, and sharp eyes. Traditionally, the Nisse is a guardian of the farm and family, ensuring livestock health, crop fertility, and household harmony. But nisser are also mischievous. Neglect them, fail to leave a bowl of porridge, or break a rule, and minor calamities may follow: a tipped-over bucket, a missing tool, or a startled horse. The Nisse embodies the idea that attention, care, and ritual maintain balance. During Jul, families honor Nisse by leaving a small portion of rice porridge, sometimes with a pat of butter, on the barn floor or windowsill. It is a gift of gratitude, a recognition of the unseen, and a connection to generations past who observed these customs to ensure protection and prosperity. Children anticipate the reward and playfulness of these legends, blending moral lessons with delight. Trolls inhabit a different space. The wild, untamed landscapes, while less present in domestic rituals, their stories permeate songs, tales, and seasonal storytelling. Trolls often represent danger, the unknown, and the power of nature, reminding communities to respect mountains, forests, and rivers during harsh winter months. These tales were particularly important in northern and rural regions, where weather and isolation demanded attentiveness and caution. Folklore is integrated into other Jule practices as well. Christmas trees are sometimes adorned with miniature straw goats, echoing the ancient Yule goat, a symbol of fertility and protection. Stories of elves, forest spirits, and ancestors mingle, forming a living mythology that teaches responsibility, reverence, and generosity. The narratives are neither static nor didactic. They evolve, blending Viking, medieval, and modern interpretations. Even the architecture and objects of the season carry mythical resonance. Carved wooden ornaments often depict nisser, goats, or woodland scenes. Candlelight casts, dancing shadows, giving these figures a sense of presence and personality. The magic is tactile, visual, and performative, not just told in words, but experienced in daily life. For children and adults alike, these stories shape behavior and imagination. The Nisse encourages kindness and attention. The trolls inspire caution and respect, and the Yule goat symbolizes protection and prosperity. The folklore is inseparable from the holiday. It frames Jul as a season of interaction with both visible and invisible worlds, where human action carries meaning and consequence. Even in modern Norway, these traditions endure. Urban families may leave a bowl of porridge for the Nisse on the apartment balcony. While rural communities maintain full-scale farm rituals, storytelling continues in schools and libraries, passing tales from generation to generation, ensuring that folklore remains a living thread connecting past and present through trolls, nisser, and Jule legends. The Norwegian winter is enriched with narrative, moral guidance, and enchantment. It teaches that magic is not escape, but engagement, a way to live attentively, honor the past, and create joy amidst darkness. The creatures of Jul are not merely stories, they are guides to understanding and participating in the season as a true wonder. If you're enjoying it, engage with us, share your thoughts in the comments, and follow world traditions so we can keep creating more videos. No Norwegian Jul is complete without its rich, hearty, and symbolic cuisine. Food is not merely sustenance, it is story, ritual, and connection. The flavors of the season carry the history of the land, the imagination of ancestors, and the warmth of home, particularly essential during the long, dark winters. At the center of the Jul feast is pinnekjøtt, or salted and sometimes smoked lamb ribs, traditionally steamed over birch sticks. This dish, most popular in Western Norway, embodies both simplicity and ceremonial care. The preparation begins days in advance, salt curing the meat, soaking it, and finally steaming it until tender. Families gather, often singing or telling stories as the ribs cook, reinforcing the community and ritual aspect of the meal. In eastern regions, lutefisk is a staple. Dried fish, soaked in lye and then carefully rinsed, results in a gelatinous yet flavorful dish that takes skill and patience. Lutefisk is traditionally served with potatoes, peas, bacon, and white sauce, a combination that balances texture and taste. While unfamiliar to outsiders, it carries generations of culinary knowledge and seasonal tradition, celebrated in homes and community halls alike. Other staples include ramagrat, a creamy porridge made from sour cream, milk, and flour, often sprinkled with sugar, cinnamon, and butter. It is comforting, calorically dense, and historically practical, providing energy and warmth during the winter months. Accompanying this are flatbreads, smoked fish, and cured meats, reflecting Norway's geography, climate, and reliance on preservation techniques. Sweet treats are equally central. Gingerbread cookies, peppercaker, are baked and decorated weeks in advance, often forming intricate gingerbread houses, small villages, or symbolic shapes. Kransekake, a towering almond-based ring cake, is sometimes reserved for special occasions like New Year's Eve, bridging Jul with Hagmene celebrations. These sweets are not only enjoyed but also used as decoration, blurring the line between art, food, and ritual. Drinks are infused with warmth and spice. Gløgg, a Scandinavian mulled wine, combines red wine, sugar, spices, and sometimes spirits or raisins in almonds. Families sip it slowly by candlelight, often during storytelling or after attending church services. It is a drink of comfort and community, binding taste with atmosphere. Every dish carries regional and familial variation, reflecting Norway's diverse landscapes. Coastal towns favor seafood, inland areas rely on game and cured meats. Recipes are passed down, sometimes with secret twists, ensuring continuity of cultural memory and flavor. Even the act of eating is ritualized. Tables are laid meticulously, sometimes including a bowl of porridge or a small gift for the Nisse, honoring ancient folklore. Children participate in baking and preparation, learning not just recipes, but cultural values, patience, and respect for tradition. In Norwegian Jul, food is more than sustenance. It is a temporal bridge, linking centuries-old practices with modern celebration. Each flavor, spice, and preparation method tells a story of survival, community, and reverence for the natural cycles of the fjords and forests. And as families gather around steaming dishes, sharing warmth, laughter, and memory, the magic of Jul is tasted, felt, and remembered. The winter darkness may press in outside, but inside, through the food of the fjords, light and life are sustained, as they have been for generations.
Music is the heartbeat of Norwegian Jul, from the soft flicker of candlelight to the snow-covered streets. Sound shapes the season, connecting the living with the past and blending myth, faith, and community into a single rhythm. Carols, folk songs, and the resonant tones of the Nordic voice are as integral to Jul as fire, food, and folklore. Traditional Norwegian Christmas carols, known as Julsanger, are both sacred and secular, blending Lutheran hymns with folk melodies. Songs such as Et barn er født I Betlehem, A Child is Born in Bethlehem, and Delig Jordan Farest, Lord Jesus are staples in homes, schools, and churches. They are sung in small ensembles or solo, often accompanied by piano or guitar, but sometimes a cappella in stone churches where acoustics carry every note, lending sacred resonance to each melody. Folk music is equally important. Instruments like the hardanger fiddle, with its sympathetic strings, provide a haunting and beautiful accompaniment to traditional tunes. Many carols and winter songs are derived from rural storytelling, where melodies conveyed stories of Nisse, trolls, and local legends long before printed texts existed. In villages, elders often teach children these songs, passing on both music and narrative simultaneously. Children participate actively. St. Lucia processions, for example, are accompanied by singing. The soft lilt of their voices, combined with candlelight, creates a magical, almost ethereal atmosphere. Songs such as New Tenge's Tosan, Julie's Now 1,000 Christmas Lights Are Lit are widely performed, their words and tunes evoking both wonder and reflection on the season's meaning. Choral performances play a central role in public celebrations. Churches, schools, and community centers host concerts where multiple generations participate. The songs mix sacred text, folk themes, and narrative storytelling, reminding participants that music is a bridge between past and present, secular and sacred, human and divine. Even the streets are alive with song. In Jul markets, performers sing traditional carols or modern interpretations, creating a sense of community participation. Town squares resonate with voices, and passers-by are invited to join, blurring the line between audience and performer, making music a shared, immersive experience. The rhythms themselves carry meaning. Upbeat tunes signal celebration and joy. Slow, meditative melodies encourage reflection and warmth. Some songs incorporate references to light, fire, and snow, creating a symbolic interplay between the auditory and the seasonal environment. Music, in this sense, is a ritual as much as entertainment, echoing the solstice celebrations of ancient Scandinavia. Even in modern Norway, where digital media and streaming bring global influences into homes, the Nordic voice remains central. Families gather to sing, schools organize carol sessions, and local radio and television play Julsanger, ensuring that music is both personal and collective, intimate and national. Through music, Jul becomes more than a date or event. It is an auditory landscape, guiding participants through darkness and cold, creating a shared sense of identity, joy, and continuity. Each note, each lyric, is a thread in the tapestry of Norwegian winter, connecting generations, regions, and hearts. Because in Norway, to sing is to celebrate, to remember, and to enchant. And in every candlelit home, every echoing fjord chapel, every crowded town square, the magic of Jul resounds in the human voice, enduring as it has for centuries. Today, Jul in Norway is a celebration that seamlessly blends ancient traditions with contemporary practices. The modern holiday is both familiar and magical. The scent of freshly baked gingerbread, the soft glow of candles in every window, and the hum of carols echoing through towns and cities. Yet beneath the surface lies a tapestry woven from centuries of history, folklore, and ritual. In homes across Norway, Christmas trees are central to the decor, often adorned with handcrafted ornaments, straw figures, and lights. The tree becomes a symbol of community, continuity, and care. Families gather to decorate it together, a ritual that blends creativity with reflection, honoring both the past and the present. On the branches hang small tokens of memory. A Nisse figurine or a handcrafted heart, each carrying a story passed through generations. Food remains a vital part of the celebration, linking the modern table with ancestral practices. While many families still serve pinnekjøtt, lutefisk, and traditional porridge for the Nisse, contemporary variations and new culinary influences have also found their place. Sweets like pepperkake and marzipan treats coexist with international favorites, creating a holiday spread that is both rooted and evolving. Public celebrations also reflect this balance of old and new. Cities like Oslo, Bergen, and Trondheim host Jul markets, complete with artisan crafts, local foods, and festive performances. Streets glow with electric lights, while historical squares feature life-sized nativity scenes, integrating heritage with spectacle. Modern Norwegians also enjoy concerts, theatre performances, and communal singing events, reinforcing the social and cultural fabric of the season. Education and community play important roles. Schools host St. Lucia processions, carol competitions, and storytelling sessions that teach children the history, values, and folklore of Jul. These experiences ensure that younger generations inherit both the enchantment and the meaning of the season, keeping ancient practices alive in modern contexts. Technology and media also shape contemporary celebrations. Television and streaming services broadcast performances, offer recipes, and share stories of Norwegian Christmas customs with audiences nationwide. Social media allows families separated by distance to participate in rituals together, exchanging photos, songs, and greetings. Despite these modern conveniences, the essence of Jul community, ritual, and light remains central. In some rural regions, families continue to honor older practices. Bowls of porridge are placed for the Nisse lanterns, light paths through snow, and fires are tended with care, connecting households with ancient symbolism of protection and blessing. This coexistence of tradition and modernity creates a dynamic, layered holiday experience where folklore and contemporary celebration enrich one another. Norwegian Jul is also a time of reflection and generosity. Charitable giving, visiting neighbors, and supporting local businesses reinforce the social bonds that have long been integral to the season. The act of creating warmth through food, light, or companionship remains as meaningful today as it was centuries ago. Through all these elements, Jul in Norway remains magical, enduring, and deeply human. It is a holiday where darkness is met with light, silence with song, and solitude with community. Ancient rituals, modern conveniences, folklore, and family traditions converge, creating a celebration that is uniquely Norwegian, timeless, luminous, and alive.
As the Norwegian winter deepens and the last of the holiday preparations are complete, there remains a quiet, persistent magic in Jul, one that transcends gifts, decorations, and feasts. It is the eternal flame of light, story, and human connection, flickering in homes, hearts, and across the snowy landscapes of the north. At its core, Jul is about light in the darkness. For centuries, Norwegians lived with long nights, where the sun barely rose and the cold seeped into every corner of daily life. Candles in windows, lanterns on doorsteps, and the crown of lights worn by St. Lucia served not only to illuminate, but to symbolize hope, protection, and continuity. Each flame becomes a silent story of resilience, passed from generation to generation. The folklore and myth that accompany Jul, the nisser, the trolls, the Yule goat, enrich the human experience, blending caution, kindness, and imagination. Children are taught to respect these figures, to leave offerings, and to understand that care and attention create harmony, both in the household and in the wider world. Through these stories, the magical becomes a tool for teaching values, fostering empathy, and nurturing creativity. Food and music continue to bind families and communities. The preparation of traditional dishes like pinnekjøtt, lutefisk, or pepperkaker is not merely culinary. It is ceremonial. Carols and folk songs are sung in candlelit spaces, from city squares to rural churches, connecting listeners to a shared cultural and emotional heritage. Music and flavor become vessels for memory, allowing every bite and note to carry the weight of centuries. Public celebrations, from bustling jewel markets to torchlight processions in snowy villages, transform communal spaces into living stories, where people participate in the continuity of tradition. These gatherings are not solely entertainment, they are ritualized affirmations of belonging, connecting strangers through shared experience and linking the modern day with ancestors long gone. Even modern adaptations, electric lights, televised concerts, and online sharing of stories and images do not dilute the essence of Jul. Instead, they amplify the reach of traditions, allowing the eternal flame of Norwegian Christmas to shine beyond geographic and generational boundaries. The values of Jul light, generosity, imagination, and resilience remain central regardless of medium, and in homes quiet moments persist. A candle left burning on a windowsill, a bowl of porridge for the niece, a child singing softly to a handmade ornament. These are the small acts that carry the weight of the season. They are reminders that Jul is not simply a celebration but a lived experience, an annual practice of human warmth and creativity. Norwegian Jul is, in essence, a dialogue between past and present. It honors the rituals of Vikings and early Christians, preserves folklore, and adapts to contemporary life. Each flame lit, each song each meal shared ensures that the magic of the season is not just remembered but actively renewed. So, as you light a candle, hear a carol, or taste a piece of spiced bread, know this: the magic of Jul is alive, enduring, and universal. It connects families and communities, bridges centuries, and teaches us that even in the longest darkness, human imagination and hope can create light. If Norway's Jul inspired you, help keep the magic alive. Like this video to celebrate traditions that endure, comment below where you're watching from, and share your favorite winter ritual. Subscribe to World Traditions and continue the journey through the world's most enchanting cultural celebrations. From snow-covered fjords to candlelit windows, Jul reminds us, light is never truly lost, and magic always finds a way.